Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to France 24's interview here in Nicosia, the last divided capital of Europe. There are many hot topics here, like the tension with Turkey, relations with Russia, but also immigration. Cypriot President Nikos Anastasiadis agreed to answer to our questions. Mr. Anastasiadis, Mr. President, hello. Cyprus has been divided since 1974, and today, after 48 years of negotiation for a possible reunification of the islands, it seems that we are in a turning point. Everything is in a limbo, Mr. President. Are we getting ahead a definitive division of the island?
Αυτό που θέλω πριν και πάνω απ' όλα να σας ευχαριστήσω.
Above all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to answer crucial questions that, apart from the Republic of Cyprus, the people of Cyprus, Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots, of course, are of general concern, based also on the new facts of Russia's investigations in Ukraine, which is taking place using the exact same arguments that Turkey used to invade Cyprus. I am given the opportunity to cite some similar actions of countries which seek, through revisionism, to overturn either geographical or historical data records. Firstly, I want to say that indeed a significant period of time may have passed, and the lapse of time without progress always constitutes a risk. I would like to point out, however, that we, as the Greek Cypriot side, have never ceased to fight for a solution, with significant concessions. Cyprus was united, its residents lived together in mixed villages and towns. The Turkish invasion forced the Turkish Cypriots to move to the north and the Greek Cypriots to the south. 1/3 of the populations are refugees within their own homeland, that is, the Greek Cypriots who have abandoned their properties. Since then, we have made significant efforts, made progress on important chapters, but we have always run into an intransigent stance on the part of Turkey, which insists that it should be a guarantor of the Republic of Cyprus or of the Turkish Cypriots, while at the same time, through proposals submitted by the Turkish Cypriots as dictated by Turkey, for every decision of the federal government as it would evolve, as we have agreed for the Republic of Cyprus to be transformed, Turkey demands on having a positive vote. This suggests that the minority will govern the majority. In other words, it transforms the new state of affairs into essentially a protectorate of Ankara. I am saying this because since 1974, they have, under Ankara's instructions, altered the demographic character of the Turkish Cypriot community, with thousands of Turkish nationals having settled in the northern part. There are 35,000 Turkish soldiers of the Turkish army. They are financially controlled entirely by Turkey, politically controlled entirely by Turkey, so the Turkish Cypriots would only be an accessory, as they already are, unfortunately, today. There are Turkish Cypriots who react to the shift of a community that believed in the secular character of the states towards Islamization. This disturbs many Cypriots, the vast majority of Turkish Cypriots, who have a completely different mentality and culture. And let me note one more thing. Turkey's behavior, as recorded, the blue homeland, is not our finding. It is a revisionism of Turkey that does not only affect Cyprus, it challenges Greece's sovereignty over the Aegean Sea. It intervenes in Libya, in Syria, in Iraq. In other words, there is an attitude of arrogance by Turkey, which believes that all problems should be resolved according to its own will.
If I understood correctly, you accuse Turkey of bad faith. What would be for you, Mr. President, the most realistic solution?
The bizonal, bicommunal federation, as determined by numerous United Nations resolutions and Security Council resolutions. Bear in mind that during all these years we have agreed on the legislative power, the judiciary, the composition of the executive power, and what remained unresolved were the territorial issue, the property issue, the way of governance, due to their claims, the worst being their claim that Cyprus remains under Turkey's guarantee regime. Imagine the Russians insisting on being the guarantors of Ukraine. It's exactly the same.
Turkey also wants to share the hydrocarbons found maybe large quantities, in the Cypriot seabed. And you started drilling back in the couple of days with also the French company Total. Mr. President, are you afraid of a Turkish reaction?
I
would like to say that despite Turkey's questioning of the exclusive economic zone of the Republic of Cyprus, Turkey's behavior to overlook the Republic of Cyprus, its questioning of 40% of the exclusive economic zone, which affects not only Greek Cypriots, but also our Turkish Cypriot compatriots, we have proposed to Turkey either to appeal to the International Court of Justice in The Hague or through arbitration, based on the international law of the sea, to find the dividing line between the two countries' exclusive economic zones. And there will be no problem. I hope that they will not attempt to do anything that will cause conflagration and risk peace in the region.
You mean to share it with Turkey?
If we follow international law, why not? There is no doubt that we are ready, on the basis of the rules that were in force when determining the exclusive economic zone with Egypt, with Israel, with Lebanon, with all neighboring countries.
Let's move to another subject. Since the beginning of the war in Ukraine, many are looking to Cyprus. Of course, your government supports the Ukrainian people and also the decision of the EU for an embargo in Russia. But you have one of the largest community of Russian here in Cyprus. Of course, they're not only oligarchs, but your government is accused to give golden visas to many Russian oligarchs. Mr. President, what do you answer to that?
Let me clarify something. I have to say, first and foremost, that Cyprus is an attractive place for pensioners or people who choose it either as a business hub due to the incentives it offers, or due to geographical location, or due to its climate. Let me mention that there is an English community that exceeds 60,000 UK citizens, as well as thousands of others from third countries. It is a fact that there is also a large community of Russians that does not exceed 20,000 citizens, who work, etc. But let me talk about the issue of oligarchs. The EU has recently imposed a list of 1,300 oligarchs or people involved in the war against Ukraine. Of the 1,300, only 8 hold a Cypriot passport, and instructions were given for that to be revoked, in compliance with the common EU line.
Mr. President, for the Russians, what are you going to do with their assets? Are you going to sell them, like England did?
We have a constitution, which for reasons also of protecting the Turkish Cypriots or the Greek Cypriots from arbitrariness, as, let's not forget, it was a bicommunal one, therefore constitutionally, as in other constitutions, there is a problem. We have already discussed it, even during yesterday's teleconference with Charles Michel and other partners, but it's not as easy as some may think.
Mr. President, time is running for the immigration issue. Cyprus is also a gateway to European Union, even if the island doesn't belong to Schengen area. Are you going to take measures for better reception facilities?
Unfortunately, there is instrumentalization. As the Belarusians did, the Turks are doing the same right now. The percentage of asylum seekers in Cyprus currently stands at 5% of the population, when in the other frontline countries it is no more than 1%. And this is something observed every day. There is an instrumentalization of migrants that alters the demographic character of the population and causes serious problems in terms of reception as well. We are doing everything humanly possible. We receive aid by the EU. What is required is taking measures against instrumentalization.
Mr. President Nikos Anastasiadis, thank you, and thank you for watching this interview on France 24. Please stay tuned, more news to come.